Welcome back to Just One Question. And it's not often I get to introduce somebody who has been dropped into the water as many times as my next guest. I am thrilled to have Alex Weber on the show. He is an award-winning speaker, author, and TV host, and he is an American Ninja Warrior. And I only kind of dimly know what that is, so I'm sort of hoping that Alex will explain that to us. But hey, Alex, welcome, and how are you?
I am great. I'm fired up to be here. Thank you for having me. And I just gotta say, your voice, and I'm sure you get this feedback. I hope so. I want it on every audiobook. I want it on every meditation, positive affirmations. I need it in my life.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm ready to calm you down and de-stress you and make you feel better. Yeah. But not right now because I'm putting you on the spot and I'm going to ask, what are you excited about these days? What is Alex Weber up to?
What a great question. I am excited about people.
Mm,
I really am. And so much of what I've done in my life, I've reflected on it. I've been in therapy enough to reflect on this. Has
good.
been, yeah, yeah, has been human being focused. I was fortunate to win U.S. Lacrosse Coach of the Year my first season coaching, and I've reflected on that. And it was the human athletes being able to connect with the individual under the helmet that led us to record breaking and winning championships and all the goals and results that we want. And we point to, and we need those, but it begins with the human blank. So human leaders, human achievers, the human being who shows up, puts on a nice shirt, goes into the office and does our job, that human being. And in speaking, I'm so grateful that this career path exists, that we get to do it. And back now, this last year, 2022, being with people, I have felt a different resonance connecting on the human level. And
Mm,
and my favorite moment will always be after the keynote, connecting with people, whether
yeah.
that's for a hug or a fun photo, or when you just kind of feel in their voice, they pull you aside for a second. They're like, hey, can I tell you something? And they let you into their life and what you said, how it hit with them. And they
Mhm.
let you into that human being. Yes, they are at the top performers or leaders conference in Tucson, but they
Mm.
also let you into, hey, this has been going on in my life. And this is what I'm excited about. And this is a challenge. And it was so tough for me to show up today because this is going on. And, you know, I, I think that in my own journey in speaking and writing a book and all of that in 2019, going into 2020, I think I wanted to only present the best of myself and my most professional side.
Mhm.
And into 2021 and 2022, I've just I've committed to being very real
Mhm.
and very honest about my own challenges and my own shortcomings and what's helped me to move past them. And what's been really special is I think my worst fear was that I'd be rejected for it. I'd be
Sure.
rejected for showing my flaws.
That's
And it's been
everybody's worst fear. Yeah. Isn't that terrible? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It is. We think we'll be excluded. We think we'll be looked
Yeah.
down upon or not enough. And it's been so amazing to see the exact opposite where
Yeah.
people have I feel like the keynotes have been more resonant because of the honesty.
Mhm. Yeah, and as you say, they come up to you, and the reason they do and want to share a bit of their life with you is because they trust you. You've created
Yeah.
that trust. You've made that connection with those people, and they feel like it's safe to come up to you and to tell you something about their life, and they want to have that connection. So that's beautiful. Yeah, you've really enriched, upped your game, or enriched your speaking. Nice job. So yeah, I was going to ask you what you learned from the pandemic, but you've already
Hmm.
demonstrated that. So if you were, I can't resist one sort of follow-up. Uh, if
Yeah.
if a little inside baseball. So if you were to be talking to somebody like a meeting planner or
Yeah.
somebody, speaker bureau kind of person, and they said, Alex, give it to me in a sentence. Why should we hire you? Like, what are you going to do for that audience? How do
Mhm.
you respond to that? It's a tough
Yeah.
question. It's hard to sum oneself up. in a sentence or two, but how would you do it?
Doing things you didn't think you could do.
Mm.
I think so often and I've done it, we put these limits. We say we're this type of person, but we're not this type of person. We're not that creative. We're not that athletic. Maybe we're not worthy of love.
Mm.
Maybe that position, that's not for us. Maybe that's a person for a different department. Um, we can do these things. We
Mm.
really can. And my journey with American Ninja Warrior was my first real breaking of that barrier. I was first a host with NBC,
Hmm.
and my job was to fail at the obstacles in a funny, entertaining way.
Hmm.
Crushed it, failed a lot.
Well
And
done.
then, thank
Hmm.
you. Then the arc of that entertainment series was intended to be that I got good at it.
Ah.
And so now to succeed at my professional job, I needed to succeed at these feats that were daunting
Mm.
and embarrassing and imposing and big. And also my track record was just 20 fails. I didn't have a lot of confidence.
Mm.
But doing that, I basically distilled down a system that handles your emotions, handles your mental side and your physical, and can allow you to do things. And I ended up succeeding at it to the point that I won an award hosting for NBC
Mm.
and then started competing. So the only person to ever host and compete at American Ninja Warrior. And
That's great.
it's that I've reflected on this a lot, where I think that's what fires me up so much with people is I've dealt with that in my own life of no,
Mm.
I can't do that. Struggle with confidence, struggle with nerves, struggling of not thinking we can do things. And so to work with people and then empower them to actually do these feats that seemed impossible
Mm.
it's everything.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, Alex Weber, everybody, thank you so much for coming on the show and for giving us a glimpse into how you go about achieving the impossible when you really got to do it. And I have to say, you've answered the all-time question for me about TV show hosts. Like, can they do the thing that they're hosting? And it's like with Jeopardy and what's
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name, Alex Trebek. Could he actually
totally.
answer any of those questions? So for you, and for this show, you've answered that question. You can do it. It takes a little work, but you can do it. Wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.